grand rising, grand afternoon, grand evening, or grand rest. Wherever you are, whenever you tune in. This is just going to be whatever energy is ripening for today pertaining to the collective. I will be sure to drop that in the title at the end of the stream. Energy ripening for the collective at this time, beginning with the shadow work deck. Here we go. Source, Holy Spirit, messenger of Source, energy that is ripening for the collective at this time. Here we go. Energy that is ripening for the collective at this time. Energy that is ripening for the collective at this time. We're going to make a full pass. All right. Let's see here. We have self-destructive, but it was in reverse. For aesthetic purposes, I will be posting it in the upright. Self-destructive energy ripening. Let's take a closer look. The source is guiding us to not take it too literal at this time. Hello, Akshaya family. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Tuesday to you. Yes. This card is saying that the collective is being a bit overly cautious at this time. Being so wary that it's hindering our personal growth. Let's keep going. We also have the caring card in the upright. Number 1. What circumstances or individuals evoke our deepest compassion at this time? Nurturing behaviors are being encouraged, as well as continuing to establish boundaries in giving care. Hello, Miss Blipper. Hello, beautiful sister. Happy Tuesday to you. You. Thank you so much for being here. Energy that's ripening. Well, being overly cautious, but also fear of letting go in some kind of way is cropping up for the collective. Let's keep going. We also have needs proof, number 41. Operating from a place of skepticism. When has our skepticism been serving us well? Apparently, it's ripening for the collective at this time. When has our skepticism actually served us well? Let's keep going. We also have curious in the upright. Number 21. Displaying a genuine interest in the unknown is ripening for the collective. A thirst for knowledge, a desire to explore and understand the world more. Where is our ripening curiosity leading us? Interestingly enough, we have journeyman and service also on the table. It's almost as though these two cards are answering that question to a degree for us. But with unlimited options and potential, Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source just said, unlimited potential being explored with our curiosity as our curiosity is ripening for us today. At this time, whenever you hear this message, embracing the process of learning through experience, also pertaining to the experiences we have, while putting ourselves out there more, exploring our full potential in terms of acts of service. What drives us to seek new travels and experiences at this time? A transformative story is ripening for the collective at this time. A transformative story ripening through selflessly aiding others, but beginning today, and particularly in the now, this has more to do with acts of service that are guided by more spiritual motivations. Examining our capacity for selfless service. We're being invited to deepen our commitment to service and seeing it as a fundamental aspect of community, as well as our personal growth. All right, let's go into yet another deck to inquire. What other energies are ripening for the collective at this time? We are going to go into Oracle of Visions. Hello, Yogi Eric. Hello, Tasher. Hello, Archie. Beloved, dear ones, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And happy Tuesday to each and every one of you. You. Yes. We're going into Oracle of Visions now to determine what other energies are ripening for the collective at this time. What energies are ripening for the collective at this time? Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source. Here we go. Energies ripening for the collective. Energies ripening for the collective. Whoa, that was quite the spill. Energies ripening for the collective. We're going to pull these out as well. And now, let's take a closer look at what we have going on here. We have the multiversal seamstress on the table. This is the energy of seeing the golden nuggets, the golden threads in others, bringing out the best in others through these acts of service. Beautiful. Bringing out the best in others is what's ripening for the collective at this time as well. Beautiful. Giving each position and purpose. Showing others through our acts of service their own golden threads of wisdom, teachable moments, beauty, coaxing the best from each and orchestrating, ultimately working together as a whole. This is like the gathering of elements, people, and ideas, even in our everyday lives, different dynamics, and bringing them all together for a package deal of productive, positive energy. Yes, recognizing how our voice, each and every one of us, contribute to the harmony being weaved all throughout humanity, as far as the divine eye can see. What other energy is being weaved? I'm getting all sorts of messages from this card. But with that locket popped open, this is unrealized potential that is becoming realized at this time. And there it is. This card came out yesterday evening, part of the 7-day outlook, and here it is. And so did this one. A whole new world with unlimited potential being unlocked and cracked open for the collective. The new coming through. And luck is on our side. Good fortune is also ripening for us. Okay, I'm being guided to roll the dice as well. A lot more transmuting of negative into positive is also ripening for the collective at this time. Beloveds, we are going to roll the dice. With a reminder to stay focused on our goals and continually apply self-discipline. It will all be worth it in the end. Let's roll the dice for some general messages for the collective in terms of energy that is ripening for the collective at this time. Okay, we have doubles on the threes, as well as a 2. The threes are more close to the horizon, pretty much making landfall. We have doubles of a very fortunate roll going on here. Positive change, a time of plenty. Double, double, for our trouble, troubles. This indicating a hidden truth. But Source is saying not the type of hidden truth that is meant to deceive, but the hidden truth coming in for us that is meant for us specifically, and we're being guided to hold it close to our hearts at this time. Because when we speak too much and too often about our good fortunes, it can actually attract more of that duplicity that we are aiming to avoid at this time. Becoming more keen-eyed observers is also being anchored in and ripening for us at this time. The 6 and the 2 adding up to an 8, signifying a strong foundation built with patience, but also an air of caution about weighing all the pros and the cons of every idea, every possibility, and every opportunity before making any decisions. All right, let's keep going. One more roll in terms of energy ripening for the collective at this time. Here we go. Okay, now we have a 1 on the horizon and doubles of 4s, which means we will be, that's 2 sets of doubles. We're going to roll again. It's actually 2 times we're supposed to roll again when there are doubles. So we'll be rolling 2 more times instead of 1 more time. With the 4s, there is indication of setbacks and delays that may have occurred previously due to us not exercising our patience when we were being called to do so. But also, these delays with the number 1 here could have a lot to do with trouble in paradise in terms of a romantic relationship, but it could also be some other form of family strife. There could be family members or those close to you who feel like family who may not be so on par with the changes coming in for the collective that are ripening for the collective. There could also be indication of hidden jealousy amongst family and friends that so unfortunately at this time ripening in the orbit of the collective. With the 2 4s and the 1 adding up to a 9, this is jealousy, or strife amongst family and friends involving a new relationship or a rekindling love. Otherwise, duplicity over a passion of the collective, something that you feel very strongly about at this time that has been creating strife in the orbit. Let's keep going. Okay, we have double fours again and a 3. The first 4 landing immediately in the horizon. So this is a current setback, but also potential for another incoming setback. But this setback is not going to involve the collective, because with the 3 also on the horizon, this involves others trying to create setbacks for the collective due to you realizing your full potential, for one, or at least becoming more curious and becoming more and more aware of your ability to transmute that negative energy into something positive. These are setbacks, particularly in relationships, indicating that some of the collective, it may be time to just get the heck out of Dodge, like get out of those relationships. We have to keep going 2 more times because we keep getting doubles. Sorry, guys. Let's go. Okay, now we have double 6s on the horizon and that 4 back out again. More patience is needed at this time. Yes, and the double 6s is actually indication of potential misfortune being created for those who are trying to get in the way of the changes that are currently happening in the collective's lives. Now, this is not me wishing this upon anyone whatsoever. I am simply the messenger. This is just a general message, not personal, and for entertainment purposes primarily. But if this does come true, please, beloveds, do not come at me. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the conduit here. All right. Added together, we have the number 16. This is some kind of reunion. Some kind of gathering or reunion that is about to occur where we're being guided to be more of the observer at this time. Hello, Miss Sonia. Beautiful sister. Hello. Thank you for listening. I love you. Love you. You. Yes, let's give it another roll. 14, 15, 16 breaks down to a 5. Indication of changes, positive new beginnings, new information coming in, as well as a helpful person entering our lives. Let's keep going. Okay, we have double 5s and a 3 this time. The 5 is on the horizon, indicating confirmation of a positive new beginning, involving someone new entering your life, or otherwise a helpful person that you may have known from the past re-entering your life. With the 5 and the 3 above the horizon, adding to an 8, this is even more of that stability coming in for the collective, involving some kind of gathering in groups, though, to some degree. Added together, all 3 is 13. A reminder of our inner strength. Our inner strength is ripening at this time. How beautiful. Let's keep going, guys. Now we're going to go into the Woodland Wardens to discover what other energies are ripening for the collective at this time. Yes, let's go. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source, what energies for the now and in this moment are ripening for the collective? Let's keep going. Thank you so very much, beautiful sister. Making love out of nothing at all. Yes, what other energies are ripening for the collective at this time? Okay. Already in our immediate orbit. Productivity. This came out recently as well. Indication of more productivity. I believe the message verbatim was that we are about to be booked and busy, but in the best ways ever. Busy as a bee, but not rudely, was also another message. Productivity. As well as confidence rolling in right behind that is ripening. A little more pep in our step with both the confidence and the productivity. Oh yeah. So, number 26. Okay. There is an inquiry with this card that I'm feeling guided to read at this time. Are you feeling fulfilled in your work? And if no, how do you change that? So we're being guided to ensure that the work that we put most of our energy into is the work that also fulfills us. Work that fulfills us, ripening for the collective. Yes, work that fulfills us. Any insults or attempts to damage our morale will roll off our backs. We are becoming more thick-skinned like the pumpkin and courageous like the boar. Productivity that is self-directed is becoming more ripened for the collective at this time, along with intelligence, and that crow energy, the crow and dogwood. Let's take a closer look at the crow and the dogwood. Yes. Sorry, guys. Mom K just tried to call me. It never fails every single day between 10 and 11 a.m. I either get a bunch of text messages from this lady or she's trying to call me. Nevertheless, we continue to strive forward with the energy of the crow and the dogwood. Number 16. We need to only look inward at this time. So, the primary focus in terms of strength that is ripening is actually the inner strength more than the outer strength at this time. Focusing more on our creative goals, withstanding any and all obstacles, as well as nourishment. This has to do with ensuring that we have adequate nourishment so that we can also be better providers for others in some kind of way, like paying it forward to a degree. But we have to nourish ourselves first. So, in terms of what is ripening, our security, our good fortune, enough to share, prosperity, enough to share, as this card is also associated with community. We are actually going to have the ability crop up in some kind of way today where I see where these teachable moments and golden nuggets can be paid forward in some kind of way. Reaching out to another who may have been feeling unheard, overlooked, or otherwise neglected. And if you have been feeling that way, on top of being self-directed, you're still being given the green light to reach out to others in terms of companions and friends who would help nourish you back to your vitality. Thank you, beautiful lady. Thank you so very much for being here. Always loved, always appreciated, and always giving back in some kind of way. We have guardianship. So not only are we being called to be nurturers, but also protectors. of humanity, the earth, and nature. Stewards of this planet, beloveds. Our ability as stewards of this planet is ripening at this time. Beautiful. Oh boy. And romance. I was trying to kind of dance around the romance a little bit ago, but now it's out. And it can't be ignored. Love is in the air. Whoa, whoa. Love is in the air. Romance. Whether you're already in a connected romance or not, it doesn't matter. Trouble in Paradise was mentioned earlier. But romance is still in the air. Love is still in the air, as well as devotion and balance. Ripening for the collective at this time. Beautiful. So, with the finch and the peach, being open to and accepting of new love, new to you kind of love, whether you're already in an existing relationship, or you're dealing with trouble in paradise, or you're single. Being into and accepting of new love that is ripening for the collective. For some of the collective, this is vibrancy and charm that has led to a whole new blossoming romance. Wow. And loyalty is royalty. Whoever they are. They plan on being loyal and devoted. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. They only have eyes for you. No matter the circumstances at present, they only have eyes for you. Honoring promises. Promises that were made to you and by you are ripening at this time. Right along with this alignment and balance coming back in for the collective. This new energy that is coming in and ripening is restoring balance. The balance in particular is like a hemisync, a balance between the right and the left, thought and action, ideas, the divine feminine, and conscious action, the divine masculine. Like a balance between creativity and logic, becoming more thoughtful, living a more meaningful life. Also, picking up more various interests. As the collective is realizing more and more and more of your full potential, you're also realizing that you have more and more ways to go with your potential. All right. Now we're going to go into the Kipper for a bit more of that energy currently ripening for the collective. Source, Holy Spirit, energy that is currently ripening for the collective. Here we go. Energy that is currently ripening for the collective. Let's see, we're going to look at the face-up cards and how they landed first. We have Judication and Courthouse facing each other. We're being guided to not take these cards literally. So, what I see here, for some of you, you're making your own judgment calls in terms of relationships. For others of you, you're taking the initiative to file for a divorce. For some of you, this is a relationship that is being tested. But you, as the collective, have your thinking cap on. And there was already indication early on that you are the observer in the background. You're most welcome, Shirley, beautiful sister. Thank you so much for being here. Some of you are ripening as mediators. Someone who can offer guidance, support, and help in numerous ways. A negotiator, a mentor, a therapist. Helping others make sound decisions pertaining to matters that may be unfamiliar to them, but are more familiar to you based on experience. And for some of you who are qualified, some kind of more advisory role that is official coming in for you. Overall, any kind of negative energy that may have already showed itself is about to be resolved. And let's take a look at this other card that's over here, face down. We have the mature man. When this card shows itself, what I'm getting is someone who is well versed at what they do and can make sound decisions, a broader worldview, but less judgment. Someone who has a broader perspective and can offer like sage advice, well versed, seasoned, educated, a higher acumen. This is you. This is you ripening in terms of becoming more well versed at what you do, but it could also be as you mature and gain a broader perspective, you yourself are becoming less judgmental and more compassionate. We also have the thief in reverse. In terms of energy ripening, this is all about making an honest living. But also the message of being more servant driven came out earlier, acts of service. This is an honest living. But also indication of more to gain. More is coming in terms of love, friendship, and any losses that you may have endured. Sources saying that those losses were not permanent. They were only temporary losses. There is something that you lost that is returning and ripening. And we have distant horizons, the house, the official person, expectation, and the child. Your level of patience is ripening. Your ability to see the beauty in all things, seeing all things as equally yoked and sacred. In doing so, becoming a more solid, authentic version of yourself. Solid, more on that foundation, that secure foundation, that inner strength and authenticity, while also like a return to innocence, that took a lot of patience is being anchored in. The loss was an illusion. And by doing the leg work, you're realizing that it was all an illusion. The more you know, the more you learn, the less you know. But the more you observe, the less you judge. By being more self-directed, you're also able to put on your thinking cap and make more sound decisions in terms of others' circumstances as well. Beautiful. Let's keep going. Into the seed and sickle. All of my favorite decks. For a bit more energy that is ripening for the collective at this time. Energy ripening for the collective at this time. Here we go. Let's get this out of the way. All right. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source. Energy in the now and in this moment, ripening for the collective, please. Here we go. Energy ripening in the now for the collective, please. Energy in the now, in the moment, ripening for the collective, please. Okay, that one turned completely sideways, and that one's poking out pretty good. Let's see what we have in the immediate environment. Already in our orbits and ripening for the collective, we have the Elder. So, oh goodness. This is a time for us to open up more. With someone that we may have recently befriended. This is also about the collective utilizing our voice more. Sharing our thoughts. In doing so, by utilizing our voice and sharing our thoughts even more so, with that inner strength in tow, we can build even more on relationships, whether it's the new ones coming in or already current relationships, being guided to utilize our voices even more. Sometime today, the collective is going to be called to be some kind of mediator in some kind of way, and it can mean something different for everyone. But ultimately, what I see here is actually preventing like the worst possible case scenario in a situation by stepping in as that more well-versed observer and playing that mediator instead of bringing in some kind of retaliation or quarrelsome reaction that would make things worse, playing that mediator instead. So, the abilities of being a troubleshooter and problem solver are also ripening for the collective. Let's keep going. We have Pimpernel also coming out. Number 12. In terms of energy, ripening for the collective. Trusting in our own ability to navigate situations, be it our own or situations of another. It's like also embracing the unknown. Like Source Holy Spirit just said, trusting in the soul's compass. Notice the compass in the center. Trusting in the soul's compass. The soul never loses its compass, Holy Spirit just said. And we can trust in our ability to navigate situations, whether they are our own or the situations of others. We also have verbena. Number 42. This is emphasizing even more so of embracing our authenticity, as it too is ripening for us. This is the perfect time to build some new and positive relationships. It's time to win over some new friends and widen our networks. With sincerity in tow. Just being ourselves is enough, you guys. Just being ourselves is enough. And our determination. Our passion will shine through. Wow. Continuing to stand our ground. The ability to stand our ground is ripening even more so. Our ability to patch over rocky situations is ripening. But still, standing our ground, holding the line, and maintaining healthy boundaries. Making sure that we are heard too, collective. Have you been feeling like your voice has not been heard? Because I have. But it's not about me. It's the message inspiring me to share that tidbit. Standing our ground and making sure that we are heard too. And look what came out again. 4 times in a row, cornflower is out. Even more confirmation of being able to reach out to one another for that support, guidance, help, assistance. And it can show up in a number of different ways, but more than anything else, Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source is reminding us that our presence, our love, our listening ear, our observations, our passion and ability to troubleshoot and problem solve It's like those tools, materials, and modalities are already within us. And that's all we need. Our presence alone is enough because we are unique. We will stand out. This is yet again about our treasures, our hidden treasures, our ripening. They're ready to be made known and to be shared with the world. One man's trash is another man's treasure. I can't say it enough. We have hidden treasures that are they're ripe and ready to be shared with the world. Coming out of that isolation, the study, the observation, like that balance that came out earlier has to do with having a healthy balance of both. The isolation for study, reflection, and introspection, but also that courage and confidence and inner strength that can be transmuted into outer strength. To utilize our voices, share our thoughts, and share our gifts. Reaching out to others. Source Holy Spirit is saying worldwide. Reaching out worldwide. Let's keep going. Hello, Francois Diesel. And welcome, Francois Diesel. What's up, Diesel? How's it going, bro? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so very much. Happy Tuesday to you. You. Happy Tuesday, Bro Star. More energy. Ripening for the collective in this moment and in the now. Here we go. We're going to make one more full pass with this deck. And then we may just go into the tarot, yo. All right, let's go. We're going to take a look at the one card that's face up. We have Belladonna. Cutting ties without losing our crowns. Doing some cord cutting without any hatred or malice in our hearts. The ability to cut ties without malice and hatred in our heart is ripening for the collective at this time. Beautiful. The realization of how many people value you and are looking out for your well-being. Support coming from them when you least expect it. So as you are reaching out effortlessly and unconditionally, that energy is spinning the block. Relationships, new and already established, meeting you halfway to some degree. But not in a transactional, like you do for me, I'll do for you, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours kind of way. This is sincere and genuine, unconditional connections. And they're coming in when you least expect it. So I can't even tell you when it's coming in. Just know that it's coming in and you're not going to know when. Oh, look, we have Foxglove out again. Another popular cameo, especially during lives, number 18. Oh, others may try to advise you otherwise, but you will know the best time and place for the goals that you want to achieve. Relying on our own instincts. So it's more or less the ripening energy is more about what we can offer through acts of service as well as guidance. And we will know when that time is. So the collective, strengthening your ability to just deflect what others may have to say about the paths that you choose and the guidance and support and help and assistance you have to offer. Let's keep going. We have number 3 and Bracken coming in also in terms of ripening energy. Okay. This is all about like telling the naysayers to talk to the hand. Don't listen to discouraging words. Only listen to that inner voice, the instincts and the intuitions. We're the ones, excuse me, meaning the collective, are the ones being called to be the way showers at this time. Stepping more into the public eye, making more brief appearances. It's like the more of these brief appearances that we keep making, the better and more of an impact that we're making on others and the world in a good way. Like we have been like the missing ingredient all along in some kind of way. Wow. The collective becoming the main ingredient. Let's keep going. Number 6 and Poppy out again. In terms of ripening energy, no longer getting too caught up in the details. Time to let go of less important factors in our lives. So, no longer getting too caught up in the details. Very good. Overcoming any unresolved feelings and freeing ourselves of any negative feelings that might have been holding us back. What other energy is ripening? Well, we have the willow back out again, as well as aconite. Taking our focus off of outcomes. Trusting where the arrow lands with the understanding that we are the key. We are the key to our own destiny. But instead of focusing laser focus on the outcome, the finish line, we're being guided to just trust where the arrow lands and remain strong no matter the weather. However, if you must grieve, if you must shed some tears, you are not going to lose your thug card over a few tears. If you must grieve, do it 100. Give it 100. If you must grieve, you must fully experience it and then move on. And the ability to fully experience your emotions is ripening for the collective, as well as your ability to just trust the process and trust the journey, taking your focus away from that finish line. Because guess what? There is no finish line. There is no finish line. Sometimes we don't have the right answer readily available. Yet in our heart of hearts, we already know what we're going to do. Instead of agonizing over these necessary changes for longer than we have to. Excuse me. Know that any fallouts or unbearable situations that we have dealt with will not last forever. But that teachable moment, that golden nugget of wisdom is also part of what's meant to be passed on from us today, in the now, whenever you hear this. That is a teachable moment and a golden nugget that we are meant to pay forward. All throughout our different acts of service that also came out. And our ability to transmute that negative into a positive is ripening. Becoming more compassionate. No longer needing proof in the unseen, trusting in the unknown, becoming more curious about our full potential, exploring that curiosity even more. Through random acts of service that all spin the block and come full circle as we recognize that potential in others and bring out those golden threads in others. Equally yoked. Equally yoked. Unlocking even more potential in ourselves while revealing those threads, those golden threads of potential in others. Creating, co-creating a new earth. Unlocking unlimited potential, even more so. You got options. Options galore, infinite, unlimited options, potential, and possibilities coming from that God spark within each and every one of you. Transmuting it into golden nuggets of great fortune for ourselves as well as others. And that wild card that is yet to be revealed could be that unexpected good fortune that is yet to reveal itself to us, but also we be that wild card for someone else and helping them unlock their lucky streak, transmuting that negative voltage into something positive. Striving to achieve a balanced end goal for humanity, but the focus is on the dedication, perseverance, and experimentation. The different stages of purification of the soul. Continually applying that required self-discipline. And just like lemony snickets, when we transmute them into something positive, it will all work out and be worth it in the end. Hello, heaven, beautiful sister. Hello, hello. Hello, beautiful sister. Happy Tuesday to you. You. Yes. All right. Let's go back into the seed and sickle for more of that energy that's ripening for the collective at this time. Energy ripening for the collective at this time. Here we go. Source, Holy Spirit, messenger of Source. Energy that's ripening for the collective at this time. Energy that's ripening for the collective at this time. Okay, only that came completely out, as well as whatever is at the bottom of the deck and in our immediate orbit. We have the sickle itself. In our immediate orbit in terms of ripening and ready for harvest. Reaping the rewards, beloveds, of the work that we've already put in. That's what this card is about. Reaping the rewards. Excuse me. Of the work we've already put in. The challenges that we have been facing are nearing an end. And this is where we become those harbingers of those golden nuggets through our own experiences. Teachable moments we can offer others that we had to learn from first. Taking those lessons and applying them the next time that we reach an obstacle, as well as applying them when another approaches us with an obstacle, to guide them through. Loose ends being tied off, not only for ourselves, but for others as we continue to extend ourselves in such a manner through random acts of service, knowing that we've earned every moment of, hard work paying off, representing a finality. This is also representing a completion. And by clearing the way and reaping the rewards, just around the corner is even more new inspiration coming in for the collective. Even more new inspiration coming in for us as a result of being willing to do the work. The challenges that we've been facing coming to an end, showing others how it's done, both the good and the bad, and learning from it, taking those lessons and applying them to ourselves as well as others when they come to us for that support, guidance, assistance, help, and other random acts of service. But remember, more than anything else, our presence alone is enough. We also have the birch showing up again. In terms of energy ripening, a new chapter. A new chapter. Wow. This is confirmation of what I was just saying. A new chapter is beginning for us. But there will be, with new opportunities and possibilities, comes new challenges. But we are just the ones to push through. Like the perfect candidates to get past these difficulties and enter into a new phase of our lives with certainty and confidence. Certainty and confidence ripening for us at this time. A stronger start with more reliable friends, colleagues, supporting us through our first steps of this new journey. A new journey ultimately ripening for us. And it showed up in multiple decks, multiple cards. Removing anything that has been overdue for removal. People, places, things, and situations that still have to go. We can't take it or them with us. As this new opportunity, a brand new beginning is ripening for us, along with number 52, Datura. Energy ripening for us at this time. A missing element pertaining to a goal or mission that we have been on is coming into full fruition. Fundamentals to face this new beginning coming in to full fruition. What we seek is just around the corner. What we seek is seeking us. An opportunity to be able to just step back and take it all in with the eyes of wonder is ripening for us. Wow. Knowledge that has been imparted on us by way of our A teams, be it through our dreams, special connections with elders, ancestors, our guardian angels. They're leaving us flowers and golden nuggets that are ripening. Even more tools, materials, and other modalities guiding us in our next steps forward that are going to be revealed to us in a number of different ways. Sources saying in the next 24 hours, there is going to be more ripening and revealed. Speaking of our immediate environments, we have here number 19 and the clover. In terms of what is ripening for the collective, energy ripening for the collective. Number 19. Protection against misfortune. Protection against misfortune is being ripened. We are not even required to take any actual physical action, you guys. Wow. More acts of kindness are coming into fruition and coming our way. The kindness that we have been putting out is making its way back around, is spinning the block. It's just like I always say, kindness always returns. If you put more kindness out there, more of it will return. Our reward for our kindness is protection from any form of misfortune. Even today, everyone knows clovers as a sign of good fortune to come. We're not required any action, thinking, or change. Those golden nuggets that we offer effortlessly, those golden threads that we bring out of others organically, without any real effort. That's it. That is all that is required of us at this time. Everything else is just going to ripen authentically, naturally, organically, in unison, as like a return gesture, a mirroring back to us what we have been steadily putting out to the universe and to humanity and the planet. It's all coming back around, little by little. Let's make one more full pass and we're going to draw this to a close. Source Holy Spirit, final messages in terms of energy ripening for the collective at this time. Here we go. Final messages. Energy ripening for the collective at this time. Okay, we just pulled 2 from the side, so we're going to pull 2 from the bottom. And the 2 from the bottom will be what's already in our immediate orbit. We have mustard and chamomile. 2 different cups. Equally yoked. What the chamomile has to bring to the table is equally yoked to the mustard. Let's take a closer look at these energies, beginning with the chamomile, number 49. Collective energy ripening. In the now, whenever you hear this is when it will apply and resonate. We are the soothing, restorative properties, the frequency holders, that team chill timeline, beloveds. A new sense of balance and harmony, ripening within us, for us, but also as part of our servant-driven heart and random acts of service this week, being on that team chill timeline. What else is ripening for us? Being encouraged to lean on strong existing relationships that provide support and companionship ever since the past. Otherwise, only relying on our own intuitions, instincts, inner knowing, inner strength, being more self-directed, our thinking caps. Because not only is it going to benefit us, it's going to benefit others. But who inspires you to be the best you can be? That is your person. The one you can rely on and trust the most. The one who will show up at your door without even a moment's notice ahead of time. Whoever they are, expect to be hearing from them again soon. That source of inspiration for some of you is going to be a new romance. For others of you, new collaboration. But it's like it's giving off that ride or die energy. Like that one person, like they may not be constantly in your life right now, but they were a part of your past in some kind of way. And even then, they were ride or die. And now they're even more of that. And they're about to become even more of that energy that you can lean into. Why? Because you are ripening more of that energy that others can lean into. Somebody is recognizing when you may have been pushing yourself too far and too hard. No more running on empty, beloveds. That balance of also knowing when to take time for ourselves is ripening. A new sense of balance and harmony coming in and ripening to replace our current energy. And that is the message. But also, we have Ivy and Rowan. Ivy and Rowan, along with Mustard. The message of the mustard, the ripening, looking out for ourselves. Maintaining our strength and power in a new household. Drinking from the cup of courage and cutting out that which takes away our happiness. Ivy, number 35. In terms of ripening energy, obstacles that once blocked our way have become ladder rungs that now hold us up, a testament to our journey so far. That path is beneath us, and it's starting to crumble, and we're beginning to wobble. We're being guided to not be afraid to let go of any old safety nets. And the next step is within our reach, ripening for us. Also, we're almost there. If you've been feeling as though you haven't been making any progress, progress is ripening for us, for the collective at this time. It may have been slow growth, but still growth. And your achievements will be all the sweeter for how difficult the climb has been. Don't give up. Final message for this live, we have Rowan, number 21. In terms of energy ripening at this time for the collective. Been doing a lot of the same things recently, but growing well in spite of the uncertain ground you stand on. Determination is paying off. And we are realizing we've got the advantage over those who've had an easier path. It's easy to envy others for thriving, but give yourself credit for having thrived in adversity. More creative thoughts and ideas are ripening and coming into fruition through inspiration. More to do with nature, with Rowan. Creative inspiration ripening for the collective that is inspired. It's like inspiration leading to more inspiration. We being guided to become more inspired by nature, and through that inspiration, we pay it forward and inspire others. And that is the message. Thank you so very much. Multiversal Soul Familia for tuning in. With much gratitude and appreciation from my heart chakra to yours, brightest of blessings and agape omni love to all.